to the channel. It's Thursday, and it's probably, I'd say it's probably 11:30, 12 o'clock, and beautiful day out today. The temperature, it's probably about 32, 33 degrees Celsius. No wind or anything. It's not real hot, not real cloudy. It's just a nice day up here, and I thought I'd walk up into the city. I'm going to tell you a story about something that's going on in the Philippines right now. You may have already seen it on the news. You may not have. It's kind of a sad story, but we'll find a place up there to walk around and I'll tell you about it. But right now I want to show you the river. We're out at the location where I like to look at, kind of judge how things are. And as you can see, the water's running pretty stout, but it's not high like it was. You can see in the other videos, and there is a lot of trash and stuff built up, and they're going to be cleaning up for a long time. I'm sitting here trying to be careful that I'm walking through mud right now, and I really don't want to fall. It would not be pretty. But you can see all the trash there, and there's a lot of it on the other side. Try to get on the other side of the bridge there where you can see it a little bit better. But they're doing their best to getting it cleaned up and getting things straightened up. Yeah, see, they don't even want you walking across the bridge now. So I'll show you that's all the trash and stuff. Unreal. There are big piles of trash inside the city that they're trucking out. I don't know where they're taking it, but they're taking it somewhere. But we'll jump back in the car and head up into the city and find a place to walk around, and I'll tell you the story, and we'll see what's going on. I appreciate everybody that's coming to the channel and watched the videos, bought coffee, left super thanks, sent me messages and stuff. I really appreciate that, and we'll keep the videos coming, and I'll try to make them as interesting as I can. And we'll see you in just a little bit. Well, we made it up to the city, and we're on the southeast corner of the moat. I drove around a couple times until I finally figured out where I could park and have a decent walk. And we ended up right here. But I'm going to turn the camera out so you can see where we're at. We're right across from Soy 1. And I enjoy walking that, but I've walked it so many times, I think we'll go this way and cut across here, and I'll show you a couple other places down here, and maybe we'll walk over around the Haiya district just a little bit and see what's going on over there, see how they cleaned up and really what's happening. Now there is a new place here, and I'll show it to you, that has some really good Thai dessert, and it's very reasonable. We'll get across the street here, and also there is a doctor right here that one of my friends says is a really good doctor. We'll walk here and we'll use the crosswalk just to be safe. Not that it's going to make anybody stop. Oh, they're not stopping it. They don't even slow down. Shoo! They don't even slow down. This place up here on the left has Thai dessert that's really good. It's like a custard, and really has a great flavor to it. I was up here one day and Lex sent me a page to come and get some, and I took it home. It was really good. It is right here. You can see they have two different kinds. They have one's a custard, and the other one. Hello. I got just putting you on my YouTube channel. You have custard, and then you have another one that's like a sweet potato, correct? Yeah.
Tapioca.
Tapioca. Okay, great. And they're 3 for 100 baht, right? Thank you. Come see this guy. It's really good. I took some home and Lex really enjoyed it. And you can go next door and buy some magic shop stuff. Make yourself disappear. That's funny. I have never been in there. I don't know what they have in there. I'm not much of a magician. We used to have a magic shop in Fort Lauderdale that was real good. It was very popular too. Now, let's see. Let's go this way. I'm gonna keep walking this way. The story I'm gonna tell you about, it's a sad story. It's about an American kid. He's, I say a kid, he's probably in his early to mid 20s. And about a year and a half ago, he's from Vermont. Apparently he met some girl in the Philippines and had some kind of a relationship with her, and he came over, and it kind of fell through, and this is the best way that I can figure from the articles that I've read. It's just now happening, and there's not a lot of information. There's a lot of speculation, but there's not a lot of information on his background or his past or anything other than the fact that you know, he's a 24, 25-year-old kid that married a girl in the Philippines. Well, anyway, that relationship apparently fell through, and it cost him quite a bit of money. But he ends up meeting another girl, and she's Muslim. And he has a relationship with her, ends up getting married to her, and they live in the south of the Philippines, which is in that particular area that he lived. There are several warnings not to not to go there, not to try to travel there or anything like that, because it's basically a radical Muslim community. This guy's got his coffee shop set up right on the side of the road. Not bad. Maybe I'll get one on the way back. Guatemala. Huh. There's a couple different kind of coffees. Pretty neat, right in the back of this truck. The Secret? Never heard of that. But he starts a YouTube channel up after he gets married. He's living there for, I'd say probably, for best I can tell, for about 6 months, and really doesn't seem to have any problems with anybody that we can figure out. But he does make mention several times of feeling like he's not in the safest area that he could be, and which is true. I mean, it's just not a safe area for non-Muslim, especially a white non-Muslim, to live. Let's see, we'll get across here. And travel down that way. He's got his headphones on, listening to music. But he makes quite a few videos. I didn't watch them all. I just saw some of them because I'd never heard of him until this happened. Well, in October, he's living in a village, not pretty much on the coast of this island, and him and his wife are in a kind of like a look from the pictures that I saw. It's kind of like a brick shack, and didn't really look like the type of lifestyle that I would really want to be subject to, but you know, that's just the way it is. Yeah, we will go down and make a left here. I love this area. I love walking through here. It's pretty much been left alone for the most part, anyway. Get on the other side of the street. Walk on the other side. kinds of stuff. Swadee ka. Oh, somebody's cooking something. Ooh, got me. But in the middle of the night, I think it was October 17th, 4 guys bust into his house dressed up as policemen with M16s and kidnap him. And during the course of the kidnapping, he gets shot in the leg. And they load him onto a boat and they take off with him. The police apparently gave chase, and then they couldn't catch him. They didn't really figure out where they went or what island they went to or anything like that. But definitely not a good situation. And then the State Department as well, the U.S. State Department's got involved in it too. Now I think we'll walk this way. But they suspect, they first suspect that he was kidnapped, to be held for ransom, because that has happened a couple times in that area, but there was never any ransom demands made, so they don't know. And apparently they have 3 suspects that are people of interest. Now, to me, when they have people of interest, that usually tells me that they know a lot more than what they're letting loose with, which is probably so. It says that they were able to make a composite of one of the people at the boat, and they were able to identify a suspect from the composite picture that they were able to draw. Now, in my past experience, that's very highly unlikely unless they've got a pretty good idea who they're looking for when they make it. So I think they had a pretty good idea of who they were dealing with. And it turns out that the American guy, he was apparently he was loaning money out and collecting interest on it. And it doesn't say how many people he had done it with or who he had loaned money to or anything like that. And there's also some indications that she may have been in a relationship in the past that was unhappy with the current relationship, so nobody really knows. And then there's the other consensus that he was kidnapped by radical Muslims that were upset about a non-Muslim marrying a Muslim. But here's the thing, I doubt that very seriously, because if that would have been the case, I think they would have taken her too. They wouldn't have just taken him. I think he was the target, and for whatever reason, we don't really know. Hello, ladies. How are you? Good, good. See, we've walked that before. I think we'll just keep walking straight here till we end up. A lot of stuff here, man. This whole area was flooded, just last week. Let's see if we can see a water line here. Can't really tell, but there's some video floating around of a body of a white person being recovered from the beach, and there has been no speculation that it's him. There's been no confirmation that it's him. I suspect that it probably is him, and you know, they're not saying a whole lot right now. The Filipino Navy and military has made a big presence down in that part of the country since this has happened, and they're taking it serious. They're not real happy about it. But you know, you don't. You know, I wouldn't flaunt danger. I mean, he knew he was living in an area that was dangerous. Just not a smart thing to do. I mean, there's places in Thailand that I would not live, basically for that reason. Because number one, I know I'm not welcome. Down in the south, they have bombings and all kinds of different things. You know, the clash between the Buddhists and the Muslims and the government, and that's just not something that is good to be around. Let's see here. Oh, these ladies are all dressed up to go have their picture taken. Maybe they'll let me take their picture. So I don't, you know, nobody knows yet. There's a lot of speculation. Ah, this looks like it would be a neat little walk. Oh, I know where we'll go. We'll go out here, and I'll go out to Mekong Canal, and then I'll make a right and then come back in through here. There they go. Yeah, you can rent all that stuff and then go to the gate and get your picture taken. He's sitting there taking care of his plants. Brewery's Cafe and Bar. Huh. Swaddy Cap. Well, it looks like they got some good food here too. Huh. This is right around the corner from Mekong Canal, so if you get hungry, come down here. You can rent your costume and then go over there and get your picture taken. Just over there. I have a YouTube channel. I was just telling people if they could come here and get something to eat.
English, no
huh?
good. My English, no good.
No good? Oh,
English.
That's okay. Your English is fine. My Thai is terrible.
Oh, okay.
I'm just showing your business to people on YouTube.
Up to you.
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay. Come pay this guy a visit. He's a nice guy. All right, we'll walk down here. There's another place open here. That has not been open the last time I came through here. At least I don't remember it being open. Huh. Then you got, ask yourself, does it spark a joy? Huh. A lot of places over here. But who knows, you know, I suspect that it's not going to have a happy ending, because I think if he was alive, they would have found him by now, and that's not happened. Or if they found him and identified him, they're not saying anything right now, and they're, how you doing? They're not. They're also not naming the 3 people of interest, so you know, who knows what's going to come of it. But you know, when you come to a foreign country, you need to, you need to be careful. You don't want to get into a place where you're not wanted. Maybe I'm not wanted down here either. Golly, this place is all chewed up. I think we can come down here and maybe make a left and get out to the road. If not, we'll turn around and walk our way back out. I've never been back through here before. Some chickens. It's like a little maze of houses back here. I don't know if we'll be able to walk our way out or not. It may be the only way in. Yeah, we can't get out, I don't think. Nope. Nope, we're just stuck here. We'll go back out and make a right. But, you know, and then if you are in a place like that, Don't flaunt your existence because you're just making yourself a target. Now, some people say that he did that just to get views on YouTube. Who knows? You know, it's hard to say. Yeah, it's just not a good idea. You know, it really, you can make mistakes on YouTube. There was a guy, and I think I talked about him in one of my videos in Pi, and he just made some outrageous stuff. As a matter of fact, when he started doing that, I stopped making videos for a while because I was afraid that it was going to create a problem for everybody else. And fortunately, it didn't for everybody else, but it did for him. They snatched him up, and the last video that he made, he basically said that they made him take his videos down and gave him a good talking to, and sent him on his way. But in a later video that he made from the UK, he says that they deported him. Now, whether they deported him or not, I don't know. The stuff that he was saying and the things that he was doing was pretty far off. You know, I would not live in somebody's country and talk about them like that and expect to be welcome. And it made quite a few people angry. Yeah, we've been by here before. I remember this art stuff in here is really neat. Now we'll figure out where to go from here. I think we will walk this way. But, you know, I feel bad for the guy. I feel bad for his wife as well. She's stuck without a husband now. And who knows exactly what happened or what's going to happen. You never know. Let's see here which way we're going to go. But it's best not to say things that's going to piss people off. It's not a good idea. Juggler Tour House and Hostel. I think we will come out here and we'll walk to the right. Pretty neat little area. Still can't see how high the water was. See if I can ask somebody. Okay. I think, yeah, we'll keep going this way because that just takes us around in a big circle. But feel bad for the guy. And there was another YouTuber in the United States that really just hard to believe how stupid people can be. Yeah. He had a decent channel going. He's getting plenty of views and stuff. And he decides to go out and buy an airplane and crash it and film it. So what he does, he gets this airplane, I think it was a Piper 140, which is a relatively cheap airplane. It's not real expensive. Yeah, tail dragger. And he was somewhere out in California. I don't know exactly where, but it was way out in the wilderness. And he had put, okay, we just had battery overheat, and we've swapped out. I ordered new batteries yesterday. Hopefully they'll be in a little while. And I'll have 2 or 3 in my pocket, but right now I'm just dealing with one. I'm gonna turn the camera on so you can see where we're at here. And they're still cleaning up. Buddy cop. Trying to see where the water line is, but I can't seem to see one. But anyway, he buys this airplane, and he hooks up about 4 or 5 different GoPros to it, and puts a parachute on, and takes off, and he gets up over the mountains, and he simulates that the engine goes dead, and the airplane crashes, and he had a parachute. He parachuted out of the airplane, and you know, he went right down to where the airplane crashed, and the first thing he does is get his cameras off of it, and before he even notifies the FAA that he's crashed an airplane, he's already got a helicopter out there getting the wreckage and hauling it off. And it was obvious. There were a lot of pictures, and the video that he posted the video up on YouTube, and it skyrocketed, which, you know, you'd expect something like that. But when you slow framed it, you could see he had 2 fire extinguishers strapped to each one of his legs, covered up by his pants. And the FAA, they just chastised him. He's lost his license. I think he's going to spend a year in prison. I'm not 100% sure, but it cost him dearly. You know, and he just did it for views. Crazy. You know, what if that plane would have crashed and actually, you know, maybe crashed down on somebody? You know, then he would have really been in trouble. You know, hurting somebody. It's not worth it. But there are idiots that'll do anything for views. Howdy cow. But again, I don't think this kid, I don't think he specifically moved to that area and married that girl just to brag about it on YouTube. Now, there's a little mark here. I wonder if that's, well, you can see water was right about there. Man. Yep. Whew. Let me give you an idea. That's waist deep. Man, that's bad. We will go up here, and I think in this heat, these microphones don't do too well, so it cut out on me, and I have no way of knowing until I get home and see the video. But we're walking back, and we're going to walk down this street, and then we'll make a left up here at the little coffee shop that is just now open, and there's a noodle shop up there that I've passed a bunch of times, and I've never seen it open. But this time when I went by, they were there, and I talked to the girl for a little while, and really nice people, and they're just trying to make a living. So, you know, if you get up that way, you know, you may want to stop in and have some noodle. Yeah, it was a really cool place. They had it decorated real nice, and just looked like a fun place to be. Now, this building over on the right, you know, they have never done anything with it. A lot of times I'll get my car and I'll park right there because it's, you know, easy place to park. And then I'll walk down, you know, Macau or whatever, walk back up Campagnon Road to, you know, Buy Gecko or something like that. But it's an easy place to park and leave the car. But they've never done anything with that building. They've changed the graffiti on it a bunch of times, but that's about it. But you know, it's a nice little area. When I get up there and started talking to her, I was asking her about the water, and she up where she was, and you'll see it here in just a few minutes when we get up to the restaurant. She said it was about knee deep. So, you know, it had to be pretty rough on these people that you know, that live in that area. And this is not the place. This is another place that sells food. And there was a guy sitting in there and he had his chicken in there. There's chickens squawking. And there's a hotel there, and I looked at the stairway there, and I hope to have an elevator to walk up that stairway. This whole area in here, as far as I can tell, was almost completely underwater. It's kind of neat. This guy's got his tuk-tuk parked out in front of his place. I thought it was kind of cute how he had it marked up. Tennis shoes, and I don't know if they're drying out or just there so somebody can see it. You got the signs on the side and whole 9 yards. It's kind of neat the way it's set up. That is an alleyway for another walk. This is the place I'm talking about. I thought it was a noodle shop, but they serve all kinds of food there. And every time I have come by in the past, it's always been closed, but today they were open. And there was a nice girl in there working behind the counter, very friendly, very talkative, and really decent person. They've got it really decorated, real nice. I wish that we'd have picked up on her sound. She's very friendly. But that happens sometimes when you get out in the heat. These microphones will just go dead on you, and you don't know it. You don't know it until you get back and you start editing the video. And you say, "Oh, I don't have any sound." It's from the heat. They don't like. They get about 35, 36 Celsius. They usually cut out. I think I showed the menu. That's pretty good looking food. Didn't have the prices there, but I don't think the prices are going to be that different. So it's right around the corner from Maycock Canal. If you come out of Maycock Canal and go north on Camping again, first left, and then make your next right, and come right up. They got all kinds of decorations on the It's a neat little area. I really I enjoy walking that area. A lot of the houses have been left the way they were back. Which makes it fun. And when you get in behind Smith Residence and places like that, it's not the same way. Smith Residence would probably be probably about half a kilometer west of walking around. People just going around about their daily business. Nothing else. Place up here on the right. I can't remember what it was. There was something there from the battery are dead. Just here in a minute, I have to check it back. It was extremely hot. Cooling. I took the door off the side and got the computer and air it out. Right up here. What this place looks like. It looks like it's just a parking lot now. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate everybody that stopped in and bought coffee and left super thanks and click like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll keep making videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. That's what I was saying. See you later.